Welcome to Eugene Holden's Academy of Self-Mastery, where we learn to move with purpose and live with power. This is your space for healing, for growth, for the questions that shape you and the truth that you know. We use the tools that are ancient, still working today, to steady the heart and light up the way. Breathe in, tune in, come back to center. One step, one choice, you can always get better. Master yourself, master your life. Walk in your truth and breathe through the fight. Master yourself, stay awake, stay clear. Eugene Holden's Academy is right here. Let's begin together.
Yeah, the world is chaotic because we're chaotic.
Right. When we talk about, for me, when we talk about environment, let me look around, let me look to see what environment that I am in, physically, and what environment do I keep?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I look around, with with what's going on in the world, and I'm like, oh wow, this is environmental
Mm-hmm.
on more than many levels.
Yes. Yes. And our climate needs to change, right?
Ooh, yeah. Talk more about that. Climate
I don't know what
change.
else I can say about it.
Yeah, right?
It's our climate, our at every level, our climate needs to change. Our consciousness needs to change. Our
Wow.
beliefs need to change. Everything. It needs to change.
It's climate change, right? Climate change. Mental, emotional climate change.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And then we wonder why we're in the state of affairs that we're in now.
Right. And like when we think of, oh, we should be recording this.
We are. We are.
Okay,
We are.
when we think about climate change, it impacts everybody,
Right.
right? So what's happening in the Amazon, right? It's far from here. It's far from New York City, but the impact that we are having on the Amazon
Right.
is impacting everybody on the planet.
Right.
So my climate, my individual climate, is also having an impact on everybody on the planet. But we don't think about it like that.
No, we don't. We are so, generally speaking, so into ourselves.
Yes.
So
Yes.
into ourselves, generally speaking. Not everybody's doing that, right? But generally speaking, man, people are just so into themselves and this is mine and you can't have it. But then we look at what's going on around the world and what's going on around the world reflects that. This is mine and you can't have it. And I'm going to fight in tooth and nail to keep it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. At what
Wow.
cost? At
At
what
what
cost?
cost? Uh,
It's just costing so much.
it's costing lives. It's costing happiness. It's costing so much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. So
Climate
yeah,
change. I love
and
that.
yeah, so that's why I'm like I need to look at what else do I need to clean up?
Right.
Because I have stuff that I need to clean up.
Yeah.
Because my climate is can be mm, off. I can't think of another word.
I was going to say a little stormy.
It could be a little off.
Just a little
Be a
off.
little off
Yeah.
sometimes with judgments about
Yeah.
people and about the past, about I mean so many things. If when I sit down and really get introspective,
Yeah.
because at times I can continue to look at what's happening out there,
Mm,
what this one did and that, and all of that. But no, what what's your climate?
right.
What is your climate, Melissa?
What's happening in my environment?
Yes,
What kind of
yes,
environment am I keeping?
yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
and it's as simple as there's a practice that I have that I've had for years, but it's as simple as making up the bed every day. Because for I don't know why, but it sets the tone,
Mm-hmm.
of just making sure that things are done. Now
Mm-hmm.
that may be the only thing I do. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But environment, and I love what you said about climate change.
Mm.
What stormy thoughts am I keeping, or thoughts of oh shit, tsunamis, right? But that's going back to what you were saying about the judgment and about the complaining. I had the congregation this past week. I give assignments, right? And one of
Mm-hmm.
the assignment I gave for this week is no complaining for 7 days,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And boy, the griping that came up on that. It's like, so this Sunday I'm going, of course, going to check in, let me
Yes.
check in on your homework. How did that go for you? And I'm expecting a few of them to go, God, that was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what needs to happen for us to change our environment and to change
Absolutely.
our climate.
Absolutely.
Because
Like if we changed, what if complaining had the same energy as a hurricane? What if
right.
judgment had the same impact as a tsunami? It
And I
does.
was going to say, and on some level, it does.
Does. It does.
It does. It wreaks havoc. It
Yeah.
wreaks havoc. I came to understand, Melissa, that people who complain a lot. I was speaking with a really good friend of mine who just complain and complain and complain. And instead of coming at them one way, I'm like, let me ask you a question. Are you happy? Because happy
Mm-hmm.
people don't complain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause them to pause.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are we complaining about? What environment am I creating with this complaining?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's climate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now here's the question. We talked about that, all of that. Now, what are some of the things, Rev, that you would suggest that people might try to change their climate, to change their environment?
Well, I mean, it's the things that I think many of us are already practicing. However, we may not be doing it consistently. It's just like watering a plant. You, if you want the plant to not just live, but thrive and blossom and bear its fruit, you got to give it more than some water every now and then when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
It's intentional care,
Mm,
consistent care that supports growth.
mm, mm,
Because the plant might still live, but what's the condition that it's living in?
mm,
So many of us are living,
come
but
on.
what's the condition that we're living in? What's the environment that we're living in.
Yeah.
So for me, a non-negotiable, it is a non-negotiable. And I had to make it a non-negotiable for myself because sometimes doesn't work. And that is my spiritual practice.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
non-negotiable. Just like brushing your teeth is non-negotiable. I hope everybody out there, you're not going out in the world without brushing your teeth. But let's not even use that one. Leaving your house without your cell phone is an unspoken non-negotiable.
Mm.
People will leave their house and maybe this day I forgot my phone. I could be on the highway. I would get off the next exit, go all the way back home to get that cell phone. That is the dedication, commitment, intention that we need to change our climate.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there is nothing more important than the care and feeding of our soul.
That's right.
Nothing more important than that. So, what would I say to people? Take care of your soul.
Yeah.
Because even in all this, our soul remains untouched,
Right.
remains untouched. And we get through our care, we get to touch it.
Yeah.
Like what are you touching? Are you touching your soul or are you just on the surface? And so my spiritual practice is that vehicle that I use to really be in touch, in communication, in relationship with the environment of my soul. And that's where I hear what the next thing is. How do I resolve this? My soul knows
Yes.
how to resolve this.
Yes.
But if I stay at the surface, I'm all over the place. Trying this, trying that, listening to other people. I know. The God in me knows, the spirit in me knows, the soul in me knows. So we got to go deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because climate change is not a surface place.
No,
It
it's
is
not.
deep.
It is deep.
It is deep. And it's going to take deep work, deep consciousness,
consistent
deep
work.
consistent work, deep commitment, deep dedication
Yeah. Yeah.
for there to be a change.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to say here is, for people and even my, self, because as you know, you and I both, we make it a consistent practice. And what I wanted to go, where I want to go is what is no longer working in my environment? What's no longer working for me? Do I like the climate that I'm in? Not that it's summertime and 90 degrees. No, that's not what we're referring to. We're talking about how is my climate within me, as you said, in my soul. And let me find out and look at, oh, really? What's not working for my soul, not just for me? What condition, what climate am I keeping that's not in harmony with what my soul is here to do as me?
Yes.
So as we ask ourselves this question, now here's the other part, is to be courageous enough to listen. And then be willing to make whatever change needs to be made in that climate change.
Yes. Yes. And willing is such a powerful word.
Yeah.
Because I say all the time to my girls when they want to do something, they say, I don't think I'm ready yet. I don't think I'm ready for that. I said, you don't have to be ready. It is not required. Are you willing?
Are you willing?
That's it. That's all that's required is a willingness.
Yeah.
And in that process, you will find ready there.
Yeah.
Ready will say, hey, hello. I was waiting for you.
But
Take that next step.
Yeah.
It's a willing, it's definitely is a willingness.
Yeah.
And courage is courage is a practice as well.
Yes, it is.
It is a practice to continue to show up even when we're afraid to.
You're right.
Because courage doesn't mean you don't have the feeling of fear.
Right.
It's in spite of that,
Right.
you continue
Yeah.
to move forward.
Yeah. Courage is feeling the fear and going through it regardless.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Having the courage. Having the courage, to step into, okay, I want to make this change. I'm going to make this change. And I get it, folks, that it can be a difficult thing because of the environment we grew up in,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Grew up, maybe
Mm-hmm.
some of us grew up in an environment hearing that you can't do it, or you're in an environment where we are always hearing, failure.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it because of this, that, or the other. And as young kids and as teenagers, young kids and teenagers, well, we learn to accept that, especially as young kids.
Mm-hmm.
We accept what we have been taught, or
Mm-hmm.
even though we may feel like this is not right,
Mm-hmm.
but because this is the environment that I'm growing up in, uh, there's a part of us as kids, we acquiesce to it. This is just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we're grown, we get to put away the childish things, right?
Hello. Yes.
And say, well, wait a minute. This environment, this climate that I'm in and experiencing no longer works for me. I'm willing to change this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
willing to look at what I need to do.
Yes.
Now, that may call for me to let go of some people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which in some of those people might be family.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
some may have been best friends or good friends for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but that environment doesn't know it no longer works for who we are here to be.
Yeah.
And who we are here to be is magnificent beings.
Yes.
Like that
Yes.
plant that gets nurtured, we are here to thrive and to
Yes.
blossom.
Yes.
What's that saying? Blossom where you plant it. Okay, but
Yes.
let me nurture the soil too.
Yes. Yes. Nurture the soil, the soul, the soil. Nurture it all. It's like if you live in a house and you don't like the furnishings, you have to change the furnishings. It's it's like it's so simple, but it's not easy. Because there's something you have to be involved.
Yeah,
It's not just going to magically happen.
right,
So
right.
we could think, 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 think. I really need to change this living room. I really need to change it. I really need to change. I could think that all day, every
Mhm.
day. But until I do something,
Right,
it's not going to change.
right. And even if it's just changing or rearranging the
Yes.
for furniture, okay,
Yes.
but you still have to be involved.
Yes. Yes. And that's very powerful.
Yes, it is.
Um, Energy, right? Everything's energy. Just changing, moving things into different positions shifts the
Yeah,
energy.
it does.
Like that's something that we could all just try. Like move five things in your environment and feel the difference in your environment. There is an energy shift that happens.
I don't know if this happened in your household, but in mine, I remember, and it feels like it was around spring that my mother, not only did she have all of us clean the house, but she would rearrange the furniture. We did that every year. Yes, it was spring every year. I had forgotten about that up until now.
In in
Yeah.
in my household with my mother, and I said, when I get grown, I am not doing this. the new year. New
Mm.
Year's Eve, we could not bring in the new year. So it would start like a week before, right? This cleaning frenzy. And
Wow.
I'm talking about curtains coming down, being cleaned,
See, that's
like
powerful.
every single thing, all the corners,
Yeah.
all the laundry. We could not start the new year with laundry,
Wow.
with dishes, and we couldn't go to bed with dishes in the sink.
True.
So there was no way we was going to
That was
start
either
the new
New Year's, June,
year.
or September. It didn't matter.
Right,
Right, right.
right. But I mean, everything had to be clean.
Wow.
And my mother would move something. Like she would, and it usually would be something big, or she would just turn it in a different position
Right,
because our apartment was all but so big. So she might turn the little kitchen table, instead of it being this way, she would turn it this way,
right.
you know? But some shift. And I'm not even sure she knew why she was doing that. It was something that was just a generational ritual,
Right.
right? Because my
Mm.
grandmother did it, my mother did it, and then when I was thinking I'm grown, and I'm like, I ain't doing that. Why would I find myself doing it, cleaning like a maniac? And then I would call my sister, are you cleaning? And she was like, girl, yeah, I'm cleaning. I don't want to, but I can't help myself.
Yeah.
And then starting the new year, it was all about and we could not bring
Mm.
any of the, we couldn't use the same broom, so we had to throw the broom out.
Wow. Oh, your mother was
I mean, it
serious.
was it was serious. It
She
was
was
serious.
serious.
Yes, it was serious. So, but
Yeah,
that's
but
the depth,
yeah,
to change the environment, to release the past,
I
to
love it.
sweep it away and start anew.
That's beautiful. I think I have just adopted a new practice. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I don't do that anymore. It was exhausting. It
I
was
can imagine though,
exhausting.
right?
But I do a little bit of it, but
Right,
not to the extent that my mother did.
right. And again, it is shifting the energy of the environment.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about healthy cells grow in a healthy environment,
Mm.
right? You know,
Hmm.
with those scientific tests where the petri dish is filled with something that's not healthy, well, the cells don't grow as healthy as the cells in a petri dish where the substance or the environment was healthy. So, because we are made up of trillions of cells,
Hmm.
it stands to reason that the same when we shift our environment. Ooh, really? I like that. When we shift our mental environment,
Hmm.
which then also then shifts the physical environment, because it has to shift here first and shift here
Yes.
first,
Yes. Yes.
shift here first,
Yes.
in the consciousness, and then we can do that New Year's cleaning or that spring cleaning. Let's
Hmm.
change the furniture. Let's just make a shift.
Just a little shift
Just a little shift changes everything.
changes everything. And I love that example about the cells because they've done so much research has been done with, let's say, plants.
Yes.
Speaking lovingly over a plant, it will blossom.
Yeah.
So, water, they've done research about talking to water
Right.
and the impact, speaking love and kindness, right? Versus speaking in a judgmental, critical way to ourselves.
Come on.
To ourselves. What does that do? What does that do to your environment? Speaking a word of kindness over yourself or speaking a word of criticism over
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
It impacts us at a cellular level.
Yes. Yeah,
And
it
then
does.
if it's if it impacts us at a cellular level, we are unknowingly, unconsciously causing harm to ourselves at a
Mm-hmm.
cellular level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that can be healed
Yeah. By
by
the
changing the environment.
by the renewing of your mind.
Yes, yes,
You were
yes.
speaking about the experiments that they did with water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you speak, kind words. The water takes on a different shape or vibration as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to, speaking words of hate and fear and anger. That takes on a totally different vibration.
Yep.
Well, we have to, and as we speak to ourselves, we have to remember that we are at least 70% fluid.
Hello. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And, over what, 35 to 40 trillion cells that float around in this fluid.
Mm-hmm.
We got to believe that how we speak to ourselves has an effect. We have not just
Absolutely.
believe it, but know it.
Know it.
That
It's
how I
effective.
speak to myself affects me, and which means it also affects the environment around me. Oh, back to
Mm-hmm.
environment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, we don't want to be around that guy. I'm sure you've been around people or seen people that you just don't want to be around
Yep.
because they are so negative and so, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's the environment that I don't want. I choose not to participate in.
Right. And I know we've all probably had the experience of even just walking into a room
Come on.
and feeling like, okay, something is not not copacetic.
Something's off here. Yeah.
Something is off without anyone saying anything.
Right.
You could feel it. That's the environment.
Yeah.
You could feel into the environment.
Yeah. Which takes me, you hear me say this all the time, Rev, that if we're not in awe, we're not paying
Mm-hmm.
attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be crafted in such a way where we can walk into a room and feel something's off here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's not take that for granted.
Yeah.
That is magnificent, the way that we've been created and crafted.
Mm-hmm.
So let's be aware of that and feel into who we are being in this moment. What climate am I coming with? Am I coming stormy, or am I
Mm-hmm.
coming, nice and with a nice breeze?
Right, right, right.
And here's the thing about it, folks, you get to choose.
Yes,
I love that we get to
yes,
choose.
yes. And you get to change,
And you get to change.
right?
Choose to change.
Choose to change. Because you could wake up. I love people who say, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And then they just like, just a mess all day.
All day
But you
long.
don't
Right.
have to.
Right.
You could choose to change. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Okay, you're not in the bed now. Let's go. Like make a change.
I remember when I first started to pay attention to that phrase. I was in my teens, like waking up on the wrong side, but my bed, there's only one side for me to get out of because the wall is here. How do you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Well, I don't understand that. But I understood that by saying that, that set up the entire day to have a crazy day.
Whole day.
So
If you choose that.
if you choose that. So what I began to do, God, I hadn't thought about this in years. What I began to do then is, I was setting intentions way back then. I'm waking up on the right side of the bed because I don't understand what that wrong side is. Not knowing that it set up my environment for the day.
Yes. Or we used to say, I wasn't in my right mind.
So you're in your left mind, your wrong mind, what mind?
I just
What?
wasn't in my right mind. Okay.
Well, you can choose to get back
But
to
you
it
can
now.
choose to
Because
change.
I think, Rev, that's your point. We can choose to change. Like, okay, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Okay, cool, change it.
Right. Right.
Doesn't mean that it has to be, the day has to suck all day long.
Right.
I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Your bed has sides? Oh, it's in the middle of the floor. Okay, I get it. Cool. But the point is we get to change.
We get to change. Yeah,
You
we get to
we
change.
get to change. I love talking about that gift of choice. It's
Hmm.
a beautiful gift.
Hmm.
You know, who's that? Uh, Black Street. Here's the Black Street. You can get with this, so you can get
You
with
could get with
that.
that. Yeah.
Right? You can get with
Yeah.
this, or you can get with that.
Yeah.
I would get with this because this is where it's at. Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where it's at is let me be aware of the environment that I'm keeping,
Yes.
the environment that I'm stepping into and stepping from.
Yes.
And what climate am I living in? Am I that cloudy
Hmm.
thing or am I that sunshine?
Yes.
And it can change throughout the day
Yes.
because life happens.
Yes. It
And when
does.
it gets cloudy, cool. Here's the thing about a cloudy day. The sun is always shining.
Hmm. Hmm.
The
Hmm.
clouds are just there to go by.
That's
This
right.
too shall change.
Absolutely. And that is the thing. So when we look out into the
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
how am I contributing to the environment?
Mm,
What am I contributing to the environment?
yeah.
Am I contributing more separation
Come on.
or oneness?
Yeah,
Love or indifference?
yeah,
What am I contributing? And
yeah.
that has nothing to do with the environment,
Mm,
the outer environment. It has to
right.
do with the inner environment.
Yeah,
So I could do my part.
yeah.
That because that's all I have control over.
Come on. Say that
All
again.
I have control over is my part, how
Yeah.
I contribute to it.
How I contribute to it and how I react to whatever's going on.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't have control on what's going on, but I have control over how I respond to it, react or respond. I have control over how I take that. And if it's going to disrupt my environment, I'll leave that alone.
Yes. And how can I participate to be a change agent?
Hmm.
Because it's not just going to change by itself.
Right.
We have to participate in it, you know? I
Yeah.
love getting into conversations and I do my best to really stay out of the whole political conversations, as far as this one or that one,
Hmm.
because to me, it's not necessarily about the person, right? It's about consciousness and um, impact. And for me, one of the things that I choose to do to participate is to vote.
Hmm.
That's what I choose to do to participate. I don't choose to march. I
Hmm.
don't choose to, there's other things that people can do. But each one of us my point is each one of us has a part to play
Yes.
that's important.
Yes.
And I've stopped myself diminishing the ways
Mm.
in which other people decide to
Mm.
participate.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's for the good,
Hmm.
right? And that's how I choose to contribute to that environment because we need diversity. Um, uh, Change just doesn't happen one way, is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Change happens in a multitude of ways,
Right.
and who knows what that way, that one or two or three or four or thousands of ways may be. But what's important is that I continue to participate in the way that um, causes no harm.
Right. Yeah. In a way that causes no harm, in a way that works for you and everyone concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For good, for
Yeah.
love, for peace.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Because truly, we really are all in this together. We really are.
Yeah.
We really are. And I've said this before in the blog and from the pulpit as well, is that there's no savior coming back to save us. We are it. We number one, we created this.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's on us to create something different, something better,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
to create an environment where everyone is supported.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Because just like the example that was used, that you step into a room and you could feel the energy,
yeah.
right? Oh, I just lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me.
Yeah.
There it is. The reason why you could feel it is because we're all connected.
Come on now. See?
That's the reason why you could feel it.
Exactly.
If we weren't connected, we wouldn't feel it.
That's right. Eh,
It's as simple as that.
it is as simple as that. And now I'm in my mind playing with the word connection, right? Because we
Mm,
are all connected. And my light doesn't work until it's connected to the source.
hmm Come on now. Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
know, I can turn on the light switch and all of that. And if the light bulb is not tightened up and connected to the source, it won't shine.
That's right.
So we are all connected. So why don't we shine?
Right.
No matter what you call your source, just
Right.
call it.
Yes. Yes. And that takes us right back to what are the things that we do to make sure that we are connected
Yeah.
to the source.
Right before you said that, I was going to say, and I'm going to end on what Rev said. You have to be consistent and to have consistent intentional care that supports growth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're here to flourish. Let us flourish.
Let us
Come on.
flourish. Choose to flourish.
Yes.
Choose to blossom.
Yes.
Man, choose to thrive. Choose to prosper.
Yes.
Choose to let go of the stuff that gets in the way of that.
Yes. Yes. So what needs to change?
What needs to change? Be willing to ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
Be willing to open up to hear what the answer is from within. It's not
Mm-hmm.
going to come from outside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then have the courage to make that change.
Yep.
Yeah.
What just came up was Michael Jackson's song.
Exactly.
Man in the Mirror.
Make that change. I'm
Yes.
starting with the man in the mirror, asking
Yes.
him to make that change.
Yeah.
If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. Got to get it right while we got the time. When you close your heart, you close your mind.
Come on now.
Michael.
Come on. Yes.
So let's open up and nourish our environment,
Yes.
our inner environment,
Yes.
because that has a direct impact on our outer environment.
Absolutely.
Don't believe anything I say. Try it for yourself.
Amen. Amen.
Rev, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.